Hello everyone and welcome back to our blind Let's Play, Ever 17 for the PC. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we are going to continue on Sora's route here. And we're worried about a lot of people right now. Worried about Sora doing that weird thing. And then you kind of, you know, with the mischievous laugh. It's just... And then you got Tsugumi as well, who's also, and a kid who's breaking. I mean, there's just so much going on right now, and I get the feeling we're no closer to any answers than we were a couple parts ago. So let's jump right in, shall we? Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Of course, I wanted to be saved along with everyone else. Her here being, of course, Sora. The mirror is Sora's eyes, her body. Even if her mind is in another section, if this part sinks, part of it will go down with it. And if that's the case, no matter what we do, there's no way to rescue her from here completely. Yeah, I really hope that we can all escape together. It sure would be nice for that wish to come true. Yeah, it would. Coco and Pippi. I could hear splashes as they ran. Actually, a close friend of mine told me this once, but... Believe it, desire it, and it can come true. Believe it. Desire it, and it can, What is it? Something you read in a book? Well, not exactly. It's sort of a phenomenon. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just kind of a hypothesis. A hypothesis? Yeah. It's called... Curé. That's the name of the virus that Tsugumi has. Curé? Curé. I pondered the word for a moment. Just then. Hold on. I'm confused. How would she have known about Curé? There's no way she read about that in a book. Everyone, we got trouble. The kid came into the room yelling. Kid? Where the heck did you just go? Trouble? What kind of trouble? Come on, we've got to stop it. Go and stop it. Go and stop what? The kid was breathing heavily, yelling between breaths. Step what? Hey, explain what's going on. What happened? Coco and Pippi came over to see what all the commotion was about. The central control room. Sora and Tsugumi were gone for such a long time. Wait, is this when they fight? Yeah, this is when they fight. Okay. I was wondering there for a second because I was like, wait, what's going on? And then I realized it. Well, here we are. Well, here we are. At Himmel. Whoa, the game just like jumped again. Yeah, so we are going to ask Sora first this time, obviously, because we are doing the Sora route. Can you tell me what the access code to the electronic lock is? I asked Sora again. It is unknown to me. I was only given to the IBF researchers and exclusive staff. Well, even a hint would help. I will try to find out what it is. As soon as she said that, a transparent keyboard and console appeared in front of her. Assessing the security block for Lemmy's system. Bypassing Himmel's protection key. The buttons on electronic lock start to flash. Let me, please listen to me. Please don't fight me. Sora was tapping fiercely on the keyboard, battling with the system that was locking the door. Ah! She just slapped someone or the door? That was weird sound. It looked at me as almost as sparks were flying in the air. Sora's hands flew across the virtual keyboard. Unfazed, she continued to type. She's just beating that thing up. Sparks violently scattered out one after another. Ow! Her RC image wavered and the virtual keyboard disappeared. Whoa, she's translucent. Sora, you okay? I mean, that's a really cool visual how you can see right through her. I'm sorry, I was denied access. Her image continued to flicker for a while. The next thing to try was... yeah? Game? There we go. So the next thing we do is we ask you. Hey, you, is there any way to get around this lock that you know of? Huh? Where'd you go? Out of the way! Is she gonna... Yeah, she's drop kicking it. And, where we go? We gotta make a decision. Alright, we're going. Wait just a second. And once again, we are going. Yeah, we're totally going. Everything was totally dark, and I could hardly... Whoa, okay. Game has like a stuttering sometimes when it's fast forwarding. Takeshi Sora, Unknown Rain. So the fact that this is Sora on the top means this is something we haven't done before. But why did it advance one turn ahead? Don't know. What do I'm thinking about it. So what do you want to do? What course of action we should take? Yeah, what do I'm thinking about it. Really? I don't know where that came from. That was really, really high pitch. Sorry about that. Really? You smiled slightly. Kiranari, you know, you're always the same. What's that supposed to mean? You never know when to quit? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it in a bad way. You always try to be positive. I just have to admire that. I mean it. Really? You think so? I wouldn't say I'm positive. I probably just don't notice really dangerous things. There you go again, joking around. You sure you're not doing it on purpose? You puffed up a little. Nah, not at all. I'm too dumb for that. All the dots. And because I'm not so smart, I've got to think really hard about everything. So that's weird. Some of these things are the same, but some of them aren't. Why he was the only one left here? Circumstances kept him from escaping. Before he died, everyone was off searching. I had the chance to talk with him some. I tried to get him to stop because he seemed like he was suffering, but he said talking made him feel better, so... I see. Well, what did he talk about? He got TB, then wandered around IBF half dead. But he was worried about Lemieux the whole time. Before coming to IBF, he said that he'd been involved with the project to develop Lemieux's system. He was one of the staff who engineered Lemieux's management software. Meaning that,
ヒンメル、レミ、そしてソラ。彼の手になるものはレミューにあった。
Himmel, Lemmy, and Sora. Everything he left behind is here in Lemieux.
プログラマーにとっては
Being a programmer,
レミューのシステムは自分の子供のようなものなのよ。
the system here at Lemieux was like his own child. So he was worried about his, children?
きっとそうね。
Yeah, that must have been it.
レミューの子供たちのことを思って彼は生き延びたのかもしれない。
Worrying about his children is what helped him live a while longer. Leaning against the wall, we watched the waves that calmly lapped in the pool.
そうだ。研究員さんから聞いて確認できたことがあるの。
Oh yeah, there was one other thing I heard from him that I was able to check up on.
私が警備室の端末で見つけた時は半信半疑だったけど、
I wasn't sure about it when I found it on the terminal in the security office. What's that?
レミのセキュリティパスを途中まで外してて、その時本当のことが分かったのよ。
Well, I had partially bypassed Lemmy's security, and that's when I found it. So what is it already?
空の
Sora's location.
居場所。空は私たちの知っている空はインゼルヌルにいるわけじゃないの。
Sora is the Sora that we know isn't in Incel Null. Huh? Is there multiple Soras?
浮島にレミの中音演算処理装置マスタースパコンがあるのは確かだけど、
We know that Lemmy's central process unit, the main supercomputer, is on the floating island.
レミューで起きた出来事のすべてはレミュー内の記憶装置に格納されることになってるみたい。
It seems that everything that happens here in Lemieux is saved in Lemieux's memory storage. What? I mean, can you, tell me that in a simpler language? So that someone even dumb like me, can understand?
そうね。
Okay.
ライプリー製薬は赤長崎空のシステムプログラムのオリジナルを保有している。
Lieblich Pharmaceuticals keeps an original system program for Aganakasaki Sora.
だからこのレミューにいる空を失っても痛くも痒くもない。
So even if they lose a copy here at Lemieux, it won't hurt them at all.
極端な話をすれば空システム自体はいくつも複製を作ることができるってこと。
So basically, it's possible to make many different versions of the Sora system.
ここにいる空もその複製のうちの一つなのかもしれない。
Even the Sora here might just be a copy. I didn't think that was possible though, because what Sora's been telling me the entire time is there's only one Sora. That's the way she was designed. She was designed to be unique or individual, so to speak, right? Oh, the dudes. More than one Sora. Multiple copies, clones, present everywhere. That was what she meant.
だけど考えてみて。
But if you think about it,
空は空でしょ。
Sora is Sora, right? Well, is it though? I mean, is the Sora that we love the same Sora everywhere else? I mean, she's still the same entity, but she doesn't have those experiences. And without those experiences, how can we say that's the same Sora? God, this is getting confusing. Because you remember earlier in the game we were talking about twins? Oh, I remember that now. We were talking about twins. Maybe that's what Sora was referencing. Maybe Sora was referencing that there's multiple versions of her, but they're all different. And if she dies here, she'll still live on, but she won't. It's not gonna be her, it's gonna be someone else. Maybe?
私たちの知っている空はたった一人だけでしょ。
There's only one Sora that we know, right?
じゃあ空と別の空を区別するものは何？
So what's the one thing that separates the Sora we know from other Soras? Separates. Differences. Truth. Sora and the imposter. Will?
分かったクラナリ。
Do you get it, Kiranari?
記憶だよ。
Memory.
私たちと ここにいる空が共有しているものはたった一つ。
The only thing that we in this story here share is
記憶だけなんだよ。
memory. That's it. Really? But memory says a lot about a person, though. It's what gives a person their personality. Their experiences are tied to who they are as a person. Even if Sora was everywhere, there was only one Aganagasaki Sora that I knew. Akane Kasaki. I need to say Akane Kasaki because we know an Akane. It's kind of, I just realized that we know an Akane, and yet her name is Akane Kasaki. Huh. I think I just realized that for the first time, or maybe I realized that earlier and I forgot it. It happens. Meaning, Sora's memory is here at the Mew. Sora Himmel? So then that means Sora's mind and spirit are here in Himmel? I couldn't hold back. You gave me a nod when I asked that question. But if Twitter stock starts flooding...
そう。
Yeah.
もう二度と私たちの知ってる空には会えなくなるの。
The Sora that we know is gone forever. No, I don't want that to happen. Oh, the ducks. I kicked a dirty old bottle that was at my feet. I landed in the pool and slowly sunk. We went back to the corridor.
蔵なり。
Oh, the ducks.
ごめんね。前に混乱させるようなこと言っちゃって。
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you earlier.
空はインゼルヌルにいるかもなんて。
Saying that Sora might be in Incel Null. Don't worry about it. We know where she is now. Yeah. Even if we were able to get out of Lemieux safely, the Sora up at Incel Null wouldn't be the Sora that we knew. She would have the same thought process and look the same, but she would be a different Sora. That Sora wouldn't be the one who loved flower beds and who made it rain. And wouldn't be the Sora who looked at me from the other side of the glass window. The Sora who told a hopeless guy like me that she loved me. The only place she existed was there. Hey, Kiranari-san. Why was I created? What is the purpose of me being alive? Uh-huh. I felt strange and suddenly stopped. I looked up.
蔵なり、どうしたの？
What's wrong? You followed my gaze to the ceiling. There was nothing there. She returned her gaze to me. I'm not really sure, but... For some reason, it's hard to breathe all of a sudden.
蔵なり、話？
Our nose is bleeding. Can we jump this?
怪しいな。
Sort of? Went like 5 lines. Well, we've seen this line though. I don't know if I should believe you. Well, as if. Not a time like this. My nose won't stop bleeding.
本気で話みたいね。
Huh? It looks pretty bad.
Well, look, I told you, right? I really wasn't thinking anything pervert, okay?
は？はって何？
Huh? What?
ね
Come on, what? You started shaking my shoulder.
Chill.
I let out a huge sneeze. Yeah. Yeah, blood's flying everywhere. Alright, so we got
スキャンは
TB.
さっき一人で受けたわ。
I scanned myself earlier.
今は平気。でも自覚症状がないだけかもしれない。
I'm okay for now. Maybe I just don't have any symptoms. Looking slightly worried, Sugumi said that.
Oh, you, please give Sugumi a shot, too.
You opened up another pair of containers and gave Sugumi a shot.
Oh yeah, you should probably give yourself a shot, too, don't you think, you?
え？いや、私は。
Huh? No, all the dots. The next shot had already been prepared, but for some reason you were stalling. It's because she doesn't like shots. Yeah, we've seen
あ
this.
と少しだけ時間があったら
If we just had a little more time,
データを取り出せたのに。
I could have gotten at the data. Oh, we're talking about Sora now. Where are we at? The kid snored next to Kogo's pod, frowning slightly. I could say his condition looked good. I could only pray that he would hang on a little longer. My consciousness started to fade. I lost all sense of time. It was hard to tell if it was reality or a dream. Was I alive? Was I dead? I didn't know. I slept like I was dead. Was I dead? Was I sleeping? Which was it? And where was the me that was thinking about all these things? If we just had a little more time, I could have gotten at the data.
警備室の端末
The terminal in the security office.
最後のパスワードやっと分かったのに
We even figured out that final password.
そうだイメルからなら
Hey, if it's from Himmel,
テラバイトディスクにコピーして
we could copy it to a terabyte disk. That was right. Just a little more. Just had to stay alive for a little bit longer. All the dots. I awoke from my stupor. A stale, cold feeling. I realized I'd been sleeping sprawled on the floor. I slowly raised my body. I tried opening and closing my fist. Strange. The movement left me with an uncomfortable sensation like it wasn't my own. I shook my head. I slapped my cheeks. I breathed in the cold air, then breathed out. Strange. The inside of my head stayed dull and murky. I dragged myself to consciousness, forcefully reeling myself back to clarity. Putting my hands on the floor, I pulled up my heavy, aching body. My feet faltered, but somehow I managed to stand. I looked around the infirmary. I saw several used syringes scattered on the floor. The kid was still slumped against Coco's pod. He looked disturbingly bad, just completely out of it. Sugumi was nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she'd gone off to. I mustered all the strength I could and headed to the pool room.
Sugumi, you've been in here. Thank God.
Just as I headed through the wide-tight door, I met with Sugumi.
たけし目が覚めたの
You're awake. She looked at me strangely.
Well, yeah, Sugumi, there's a rescue team on the way. Said it would take about an hour. I want you to wait for them in the examination room.
救助が
Rescue?
Well, they said they were from the Maritime Defense Force. You was able to open up a communication line to Insel Null.
インゼルヌル
To Insel no.
Sugumi, are you okay?
ええアンプリが効いてるから悪くないわ
Yeah, that serum seems to be working. I'm fine.
Okay then, I want you to get back to the examination room right away. Everyone else is in bad shape. I want you to look after them.
And saying that, I headed for the lift.
ちょっとたけしどこに行くつもり
Wait, Takeshi, where are you going?
Up to the Mew. You still got an hour? I'm going to go get Sora.
Yeah, you go, man.
待って無茶よ
Well, wait, that's crazy. Sugumi chased after me and grabbed onto my arm.
どうやって空はレミューからここに降りられないのよ
How? Sora can't come down here from Lemieux.
I know. We gotta think of a way. No, wait. I already know what I've got to do.
I tore myself away from her grip and tossed her aside. Wow.
行かないで
Don't go.
私を置いて行かないで
Don't leave me.
一人にしないで
Don't leave me alone. Sugumi called out to me in a tearful voice as she lay sprawled on the floor, but I didn't turn back. As soon as the door opened, I flew into the lift. Gotta go save my girl. The elevator headed up.
Tiefe, 90 Meter, Tiefe, 80 Meter, Tiefe, 70 Meter.
Upward. The elevator stopped.
どうして来たんですか
Why? Why did you come here? She wiped away tears and her expression darkened.
すぐに EBF に戻ってくださいここは危険なんです
Go back to IBF this instant. It's too dangerous here. And although she was crying, her face reddened with anger.
Well, I'm not going back. I came here knowing how dangerous it would be.
ダメ戻ってお願い
No, go back, please.
本当になんてこと信じられない
I can't believe that you would do this.
逃げてお願い戻ってください
Run away, please, just go.
浸水が私が戻って倉成さん頼みます助けないと危険です
letting I go back. Kuranari-san, please, if I don't save danger.
Calm down, Sora. You're totally incoherent.
I held up my hand as I spoke, hoping to calm her down. All the dots. But I couldn't stop her anger. Her lips pursed. She glared at me slightly.
Do you know why I'm here?
わかります。
Yes,
いえ、わかりません。
I know, I don't know.
たとえ分かっていても認めるわけにはいかないんです。
Even if I know, I can't accept it. She seemed sad and angry at the same time.
私矛盾してますか？
Am I contradicting myself?
Well, no, I think it's pretty much common sense. But in other words, I came up from IBF because the MU is dangerous.
倉成さん自身危険だって分かってるのに
You know that it is dangerous, so why?
どうして私の言うことを聞いてくれないんですか？
Why won't you listen to me?
下に戻ってくれないんですか？
Will you please go back to IBF?
Well, I know I should listen to you, but I can't. I know that the MU is dangerous, so I couldn't just stay there at IBF where it's safe. I wonder if that's strange. You think so?
おかしいですよ。矛盾してます。
It is strange, and it is self-contradictory.
だって倉成さんがこのままじゃ
Because if you stay here, Kuranari-san, you'll...
死んでしまうかもしれないじゃないですか。
You may die. Her shoulders started shaking, and she started to cry.
Well, I keep telling you not to rush to conclusions, Sora. I came here to get you. I know a way to help you. Well, I'm not sure about it yet, but if I got a little time, I can get you to IBF with me.
As if it were responding to my words, the floor started to shake. And soon, an alarm rang from the Himmel console.
What was that sound? Sora, tell me what it was.
あの
All the dots. Sora's gaze wandered, and she spoke to me with a pained expression.
EBF へのリフトが今の振動で破損しました。
The elevator leading to IBF was destroyed with that tremor.
Well, that's not good. The elevator was destroyed?
リフト使用不能になりました。
It is no longer working. Holding back tears, she gazed down at her feet.
You don't say.
Trying to keep my calm, I responded to her. The ruin of Lemieux was happening faster than I had expected. It shouldn't have been this way. We should have had more time than this. We did have more time than this originally. That's weird. And why does he know that we should have more time than this? Or was that just his feelings? I was pretending to be cool, but I was actually in trouble. This is bad. I couldn't put on an act. If we couldn't go down to IBF, our escape route was really gone.
Oh, well, that throws a bit of a wrench in our plans. But hey, that's okay, right?
I laughed sheepishly and scratched the tip of my nose. There really wasn't anything to do but to laugh.
よくありません。
It's certainly not alright.
全然よくありません。
Not alright at all. I sprang to the Himmel console, checking once more the damage shown there. The IBF elevator wasn't moving due to a break in the shaft. Thankfully, no one was in the elevator when the accident happened. It seemed that in the case of IBF, we had escaped damage again. She let out a deep, deep sigh. Sora stopped crying. Suddenly, tightening her expression, she stood at attention.
こうなってしまったからには
It's come to this.
とにかく倉成さんが助かる方法を考えてみます。
In any case, I'll think of a way to help you get out.
それが私の務めですから。
That is my duty. She had an unassailable, earnest expression. She stared directly into my eyes.
Duty.
I tried repeating it in my own mouth.
Hey, is that really your only reason?
はい、
Yes. She nodded calmly.
必ず倉成さんを地上までお送りします。
I will definitely get you to the ground level.
それが私に与えられた機能であり、職務なのです。
It's the function that was given to me. It's my task.
だって私は
Because
私はレミシステムの AI 茜ヶ崎空ですから。
I'm Akane Gasaki Sora, artificial intelligence of Lemmy's system. She threw off all emotion as she said it. As for Sora's proposed escape plan,
レミューを貫く巨大な円頭部ハウプトプラッツ、
there is a huge cylinder that cuts through Lemmu.
その中央にそびえ立つエレベーターチューブ、
The elevator shaft that rises in the middle of that.
ここを通れば海上に脱出することができます。
If you can get through this, you can emerge on the surface of the sea.
What are you talking about? Did the central elevator get sunk in the first flood?
はい。
Yes,
しかしチューブ自体は幸いなことに無傷で残っているのです。
but the tube itself is thankfully still fine.
海水は亀裂の入った別のエリアから流入したものに過ぎません。
The ocean water only came through the cracks in another area.
Really? Well, still, even so. Well, that tube is 51 meters high. Well, that huge pipe is completely full of pressurized seawater. You're not telling me to swim through that?
いえ、そうではありません。
No, not that.
チューブの中に溜まった海水を一度排水するのです。
We'll first drain the water filling the pipe.
Drain it? How?
まず、チューブ周辺の防水扉をすべて閉鎖し、チューブ内への水の侵入を防ぎます。
First, we close off all the road hatches around the tube so that no water can get in.
その処置を施した後、チューブ最下部の扉を開放し、チューブ内に溜まった水を全部ドリットシュトックに移動します。
After we take care of that, we open the doors on the lowest part of the tube and let all the water that was built up inside flow over to Dutterstock.
Okay, well, let's say something like that was possible. How could I climb up that ridiculously high tube? There are no ladders or anything in that tube, are there?
ええ、ご指摘の通りです。
It is as you say.
ですから先ほど私は一度排水すると申し上げたのです。
That is why I said we would drain it first.
Huh?
排水が完全に終了した後、続いて A のドアを開放します。
After the drainage has completely finished, we open door A.
その時には倉成さんはツバイトシュトックのエレベーターチューブ内に移動していてください。
At that point, you will go to Dutterstock's elevator tube.
そうすれば徐々に水位は上昇しますので、水の上に浮いているだけでインゼルヌルへと到達することができます。
If you do that, as the water level rises, you will just float right up to the insel null.
最初、水圧に押され、水位は激しく上昇しますが、海面に近づくにつれ、その速度は緩やかになります。
At first, all the water pressure will make the level of the water swell up violently, but as you approach sea level, it will slow down.
Hey, Sora, can we go back to our first topic there?
ええ、どうぞ。
Yes, certainly.
You said before that we would move the water to Dritterstock? So you mean, in other words, that we would entirely flood Dritterstock?
はい。
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? If we flood Dritterstock, the Himmel computer room will be flooded too.
はい。
Yes.
ですが、私のことならご心配には及びません。
But you don't need to worry about me.
私の頭脳はインゼルヌル上にあります。
My brain is in insel null.
ですから、レミュー内のコンピュータが全壊しても、私の存在が失われることはありません。
So even if all the computers inside the Miu go down, it won't extinguish me. I don't think that's true. She's lying here, isn't she?
Oh, I see.
今の手順、
Well,
もう一度説明が必要ですか？
she's not lying and lying at the same time, because technically her brain is an insel null, but that's not really her. That's another Sora. Do you need me to explain this plan to you again?
No, I got it. It's okay. The water rises up the elevator tube. I just zoom up and out with it, and I escape. Is that right?
そういうことです。
That is correct. I understood the proposal. I understood it, but
No!
God, I love this music. so sad and so beautiful at the same time.
Pimble floods? What happens to you? Your memory, your recollections? Aren't they all here? They'll all be drowned.
I point at the computers lined up next to the console. Oh, the dots. She looked down and didn't answer.
No, no. No way am I going to let you take this kind of suicidal act, Sora. Ow, ow, ow!
Suddenly, a searing, burning pain hit my eyes. I covered my eyes frantically.
What in the heck was that?
Fearfully, I pulled away my hands and opened my eyes.
倉成さん、もう時間がないです。どうか私の言う通りにしてください。
We don't have any more time. Please do as I say. I thought for a second she shorted out our thing, that allows us to see her, but then we can see her now, so I guess not. She said that without emotion. Furrowing her eyebrows, Sora glared at me.
RSD のレーザーの照射レベルを少しいじらせてもらいました。
I fiddled around a bit with the RSD laser levels.
それで倉成さんの目を炙ったんです。
And so I seared your eye. Alright, well, apparently she didn't make herself invisible. She just slapped us, basically.
What?
本来ならばできないことですが。
Actually, it's not something I should be able to do.
今の私はどうかしています。リミッターが外れてしまったみたいに。
But right now, I just did it somehow. It's like the limiter has been turned off. She stared at me. It was a gaze that sent chills down my spine.
Hey, hey, come on now. Are you threatening me, Sora?
早く言う通りにしてください。
Hurry, hurry and do as I say.
倉成さん、
Kiranari-san.
私がちょっとレーザーの加減を間違えたら、次は本当に倉成さんの目を傷つけてしまうかもしれません。
If I make even a tiny mistake with the laser levels, next time I really might hurt your eyes.
Oh, the duds.
私が嘘をついてると思いますか？
Do you think that I'm lying?
私は真剣です。
I am serious. And thus, Sora's plan became reality.
倉成さんはツバイトシュトックの所定の位置に移動して待機してください。
Kiranari-san, you will go to the predetermined place in Zwittersock and wait there.
チューブに入るタイミングも私が指示します。
I'll let you know the timing of when to get into the tube.
その時が来るまで、私はこのヒンメルにとどまり、レミューの状態を監視します。
Until then, I'll stay at Himmel and keep watch on Lemieux.
排水ダクトをコントロールして崩落を食い止め、1分1秒でも長く全艦が維持できるように努めておきます。
I'll control the drainage duct and try to stop the fall. I'll try to keep the whole place going for as long as I can, even a minute, even a second longer. So,
お願いです、倉成さん。必ず生きて脱出すると約束してください。
please, Kiranari-san, you have to get out alive. Please, promise me.
I promise.
I left Himmel and started heading up. I checked the screen on my PDA. It showed a map of Lemieux and my escape route. From the console at Himmel, I had installed a program to link data from Lemieux's sensors to my PDA. Sora had prepared it for me. And at that point, I had to just do it. It was a gamble. I reached Zwittersock's second floor. The hallway was flooded just like the third floor.
Sora, come to the second floor. What should I do?
了解です、倉成さん。現在地と方向を確認しました。
Got it, Kiranari-san. I've checked your current location and your direction. I could see her, but I could hear her voice in my ear.
少しその場で待機しててください。今、ハウプトプラッツに続く水密費を閉じ直します。
Please, wait there for a minute. I'm going to reclose the flood hatch to the central area.
Okay.
A hollow sound echoed through the building. Presumably, she had blocked off the flood hatches in the flooded area.
水密費閉鎖完了。ツバイトのエレベーターチューブは密閉されました。
I finished closing the hatches. The Zwitter elevator tube is sealed.
では、カルセル・デルフィーネの部屋に入って次の指示を待ってください。場所がわかりますか？
Now then, please go into the Dolphin Carousel room and wait for your next instructions. Do you know what it is?
Well, yeah, I know where the dolphin carousel really well. Well, that's where you and I were dolphins together. Well, that's where you showed me the art of my other self.
All the dots.
急いでください、クラナリさん。
Please hurry, Kiranari-san.
その通路をまっすぐ行って突き当たりを左です。わからなければ PDA のマップを確認してください。
Go straight down that hall and then turn left at the end. If you can't figure it out, check your PDA map.
Nah, I'll be alright.
Defying Sora's destruction. Directions. I said destruction there. That's not good juju. Defying Sora's directions, I turned left at a nearby corner and headed toward a certain corridor.
何やってるんですか？そっちじゃありません。
What are you doing? It's not that way.
Sorry, Sora. I remember that I've forgotten something.
時間がないんです。指示通りにお願いします。
But there's no time. Please stick to the plan. Sora's voice grew shrill.
I'd only take a minute. Won't make a difference.
ダメです。猶予はあと10分もないんです。
No, we only have not even 10 minutes left.
Well, I can do this in 10 minutes.
I slid into the security office.
Phew.
I hadn't fled in here yet, and the machines were still going. I looked at the terminal monitor. The window was open, showed a message confirming the last entered password. I hit enter. Will Coleman let me log in, TY. So she logged herself in. The manager exclusive maintenance mode was in operation. In other words, we had cleared all of Lemmy's security. The terminal in the security office. I finally figured out the password. Yu's voice, which I had heard through my stupor, had been right. Yu had made it in the nick of time.
Next time I see you, I'm buying her a fantastic dinner.
Alone, I began quickly searching for a way to back up the data. I wondered what I should do. I opened a menu on the monitor. I didn't know how to work it, and I would need a disk to copy the
ク
data.
ラナリさん。
Whoa!
All of a sudden, Sora's voice thundered right in my ear.
何してるんですか？急いで急いで。
What are you doing? Hurry, hurry!
Yeah, I know.
あと7分。
7 minutes left.
Dang it!
It was no good. I couldn't figure it out. Giving up, I left the room. No! Don't leave Sora! The corridor outside the room had been drained and the flood hatches had been closed again.
お願いです。寄り道しないでください。
Please, don't make any detours. She spoke in a troubled, exhausted voice.
Alright.
I turned around to see that the corridor on the other side was open.
This way?
ええ、あと6分です。通路に沿って移動して待機位置についてください。
Yes, 6 minutes left. Take the corridor and get to the right position.
Oh, the ducks.
All the side routes were closed off. I'd have to head toward the dolphin carousel. All the dots.
Look, Sora, I'm here.
I spoke with bitterness in my voice.
了解。確認しました。それでは、
Understood and confirmed. Now then,
これからハープとプラッツに溜まった水をドリットへと流入させます。
I'm going to drain the water from the central area into Twitter. No, I didn't make it in time.
チューブ作動まであと5分です。いつでも移動できるようにしておいてください。
5 minutes until the tube is operational. Please be ready to move at any time. Sora spoke coldly, still invisible. I was in front of the dolphins. The dolphins I had been smiling so pleasantly before were hateful.
Sora. Sora, won't you come over here? You like dolphins, right?
ダメです。私集中してないと失敗してしまうかもしれません。
I can't. If I don't concentrate, I might make a mistake.
Don't say that. Come on. Don't you want to ride the dolphins again together one last time?
話しかけないでください。気が散りますから。
Please don't speak to me. You'll distract me.
Oh, the dots.
All the dots.
ドリットシュトック浸水後もヒンメルはしばらく耐えられるはずです。
Even after Twitter stock is flooded, Himmel should be alright for a little while.
クラナリさんが地上に脱出するまでは確実に、いえ、絶対に耐えてみせます。
I'll make sure that I can. No, I absolutely will hang on until you make it to the top.
Oh, the dots.
All the dots.
そろそろお別れですね。
It's nearly time to part. So that was it. Was there no way I could save Sora? The 5 minutes passed quickly, mercilessly. All the dots. I closed my eyes. I plugged my ears. I didn't want to see anything else. I didn't want to hear anything else. If I couldn't save her, it would have been better for us to throw our bodies off from a cliff. All the
倉
dots.
成さん、申し訳ありません。倉成さん。
I'm sorry, Kiranari-san. What? Even with my eyes closed, she was definitely there. I was hearing her voice from inside my ears.
What's the matter, Sora? The 5 minutes should be up.
それが、実は。
Well, you see, actually... Through the voice converter, I could hear Sora's troubled voice.
ドアが開きません。
The door won't open.
What?
ハウプトの水密費が開放信号を受け付けないんです。断線です。
The central area's flight hatches aren't receiving the open signal. Something's been disconnected.
Disconnected?
ええ、ですが破損箇所は発見できています。
Yes, but I found the damaged section.
大変恐れ入りますが、倉成さん、断線箇所を修繕していただけませんか？
I'm so sorry, but Kiranari-san, will you go fix it?
Of course, no problem.
Heaven, fate, they were on my side. They had not abandoned me. I ran out of the room. Sora opened the doors, blocking my way.
Where's the disconnection?
ドリットシュトック制御室付近です。
Twitter near the control room.
Alright, I'll go right there.
Down, down. Run, run, run. In reality, my body was probably racked with decompression sickness and riddled with TB. But it wasn't something I was aware of. More importantly, I had to move faster. Faster. Hurry there. Falling again and again, covered in bruises, slipping down the stairs, I headed for the 3rd floor.
I'm here, Sora.
お疲れ様です。
Thank you. Her voice resonated gently in my ear.
Now then, where's the place? Hey, wait, what about tools? Can I fix it with just my hands?
簡単な修理器具が制御室の中にあります。要修理箇所は倉成さんのいる通路の床下です。
There are some simple tools in the control room. The main repair room is under the floor of the hallway you are in.
Under the floor?
ともかく急ぎましょう。
In any case, let's hurry.
これから私が該当箇所に高電圧をかけて床パネルを爆砕します。
I'm going to apply pressure and
制
blast.
御室の中に退避してください。
Sorry, that's a really long. That was a really long read there, Sora. My bad. I'm going to apply pressure and blast out the floor panel. For now, hide in the control room.
What? What did you say?
5、4、3、
5, 4, 3,
Hey, wait!
2、1。
2, 1. I wrenched open the control room door and sprang inside in the nick of time. As I flew through the air, a blue-white light beamed through the entire corridor behind me. 1 second later, and I would have been fried.
Sora! What the heck? Are you trying to kill me?
ごめんなさい。
Oh, I'm sorry. From the sound of her voice, I could picture just how flustered she
ご
was.
めんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
It's alright, Sora. Sorry.
すみません。すみません。すみません。
Forgive me.
申し訳ありません。ちょっと気が流行ってしまいました。
I'm so sorry. I just lost my wits. Her voice gradually grew smaller.
That's okay. You don't have to feel so bad. I'm fine. You just scared the crud out of me, that's all. I'm alright. I'm fine. Look, see, I'm alive and everything.
はい。
Alright.
You can't kill me off that easy. I've still got things to do.
はい。
Yes.
So, you calm down. Okay, Sora?
ええ。わかりました。
Yes, I will. I had to hurry, that much was clear. But calmly, rationally, carefully. I looked slowly around the room. Next to the console, there was a small toolbox. It held radio pincers, nippers, and a screwdriver. I wondered if it would be enough. I looked around a little more. I caught sight of a polycarbonate disc in a square case. Yes, we need that. I put it in my empty pocket. Clutching the toolbox, I left the room.
Sora, there's something wrong with the lights.
そのようですね。
It does seem that way.
It seems, what are you? Hey, dang it, I'm back in the hall. But you aren't gonna blast me again, are you?
Suddenly remembering, I hopped around the corridor.
大丈夫です。 その通路付近の床下配線の送電はブロックしました。
It's alright. I blocked the underground circuits to that section.
天井の照明が不安定なのは多分その副作用です。
That's probably why the ceiling lights are acting strange.
Ah, got it.
I was relieved to hear that.
So, where do I need to fix?
近くに床板が外れている場所があるはずです。爆砕には成功しました。
Nearby, there should be a place where the floorboards have come up. The blast succeeded at that.
Which way? Which way from my perspective?
すみません。それが
I'm sorry, that's the thing.
Sora, what's wrong?
生体センサーが故障しました。倉成さんの位置がわかりません。カメラも不調のようです。
The biosensor is down. I am unable to tell where you are. The camera isn't functioning either.
Oh, because you do crazy stuff like short out at high voltage.
申し訳ないです。
I'm sorry. I heard her sigh. I sighed along with her.
場所は制御室の入り口から見て左、17メートルほど行ったあたりです。
The place is 17 meters away from the door of the center of the control room to the left.
Alright, I'll find it myself, don't worry.
I had room for one more sigh. Surely I could find one stupid, lousy floorboard. Took the toolbox to the hole in the floor and crouched down. Pushing aside the nearby water, I searched with my hand under the floor for wiring. A cable about the size of a water pipe hose was attached to the connector. The cable was twisted in places and I could tell the connector was bent. I cut it with my nippers, dug out the copper wire with my pliers, replaced the connector, and reattached the cable.
Well, I think I fixed it. What do you think, Sora? Will it go through?
はい、おそらく。
Yes, probably.
Well, that's good.
倉成さん、それでは
Well, Kiranai-san,
脱出のための作業を再開します。スバイトシュトックに戻ってください。
I'll begin operations for your escape. Please go back to Zwitterstock. Well, we need to first go back up your data, Sora. Is what we need to do, right? Well, we're gonna have to do that in the next part, my friends. I'm sorry. I want to play more, but today was kind of a really rough day as far as work goes. It was raining like all day yesterday, and today it was just muggy and hot. So I'm feeling like the sunburn coming on to my neck and my head, and stupid FlightlessBird didn't use, protection. So needless to say, I'm starting to feel it, and I need to take a break. But we'll be back hopefully in the next day, and I don't know if we'll finish up Sora's Endgame. I know Sugumi's took 3 parts, right? But we were able to skip a little bit, so maybe we can finish in 2. Only one way to find out, and that's join me in our next episode. Thank you for everything, my friends. Love you all so very much. No more YouTube community, all of YouTube. I really do appreciate you guys. And until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.